Hi guys, today we're going to be working on this French tip water marble design. Alright, I'm going to start out by just applying these French tip guides on my nails. You can see I've done most of them. I have just one more on this sheet here, and there's usually about a dozen on a sheet. This is another thing I usually go ahead and use a tweezer for, just because it's slightly easier. Still is going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm just kind of aiming to apply it just underneath of my natural smile line and just press that firmly down to each side. And I'm just going to quickly apply this to the tips of my nails, kind of like I said, staying away from that very bottom edge of the guide because I don't want the polish to bleed underneath there. So I've got my tips painted, and alright, now on to the actual marbling. And the colors that I'm using today I have used before to water marble. They're from the Color Club Halo Hues collection. And the first time I water marbled with them, I used black as a base color. This black hollow is called Beyond. The blue is called Over the Moon. The green is called Kismet. And I'm going to just continue to build my bullseye here. And the main difference between using a black and a white base is that with the black, they actually turn out with a lot more of the holographic effect. And I'll go ahead and include a link to that first tutorial so that you can compare between the two. And let me know which you prefer. I mean, the holographic effect is always nice, but with the white base, you actually get to see more of the color, which is also nice. So just going to start out my design going from one side to the other, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw in just some very thin petals, keeping the lines quite close to each other. And well, of course, you can always turn the cup when you're done to get a better angle for dipping. I tried to be mindful of how I'm going to want to dip my nails as I'm drawing, and that just makes it a little bit easier not to have to adjust for that. So I've got those all finished. I've got my nails all prepped here, and I'm going to dip my ring, middle, and index all together. Just going to line them up in the cup at a little bit of an angle to the design, and then dip in. I'm gonna reach in with my orange stick, clean up that excess polish, and make sure to get around all the sides. And then you can slowly pull your nails out, and there's the water marble design. From the guide, as well as a little bit of leftover polish. But as I pull off this last one, I'm going to grab a very small brush. It's about that big. And the key is just looking at where in the design you've managed to smudge, and then basically just applying some of that kind of polish. So I'm going to get some of the black. I'm just going to pick it up right off of the brush onto my smaller brush and just fill that in a little bit so that you can't see the white anymore. For now, that just about wraps up this one. You're of course going to want to seal it in with some top coat, and you're done.